What's up, everybody? It's Keith Hayden, Novelist, and I'm about to just take a little walk here, do my daily update on what I did today for writing. Today I wrote 1,400 words. 1,400. Now I just typed them out on this phone, and it's one of the reasons why I got good at writing on the phone. Is because I had a lot to do this morning. Like a lot of stuff that took me away from my desk. I had to go out and help my wife with something. And so that meant that, couldn't be at the desk. So a couple of years ago, when I was writing Cereus Limnic, my first novel, I was like, damn, writing on the phone is kind of hard, but I feel like it's something I should get good at because, you can write on the go, you can still get work done, even when you're not at home, when you're not at the desk. And so I'm glad I did that because now I can really just pump out just get some speed going, and once you get some momentum going. And today's chapter, ways here. Okay, that's good. Get something to drink. Well, today's chapter was about, we've shifted now, we're starting a new arc, and back to Lily and Jordan, which they've kind of grown on me. At first they were the two of the kids. They were the two ones that I thought least about when I made them up. But they've really grown on me. They're very cute. This type of Lily she's Lily Chang. She is Taiwanese American, and she reminds me of this girl that I knew in high school, and she was just very sarcastic. She was always just kind of, anytime you talked to her, you were gonna get burned a little bit, she was gonna get you, but it was all out of love. Like, she was really a nice person, and that's where that's kind of the base. When I think of Lily, that's her character. And then Jordan, he's similar, but in a different way. Like, he's kind of the slacker kid. He thinks he's the cool kid, but he's not really that cool. He ain't too cool, but he's the kid that's gonna show up late. He's gonna crack a joke. He's just gonna do his own thing. He's gonna be himself. So these two kind of started out at odds with each other, had them kind of beefing and fighting and picking on each other in the beginning of the story, but slowly they've kind of gravitated toward each other. So in this chapter, it really focuses on them, jump between both of their perspectives, and we see a helicopter going. Anyway, so we see them going on this road trip, and of course they're heading up to another gate, and the gate is not really revealed until halfway through the chapter where exactly they're going. But it's dumping rain here in Okinawa. It's been raining a lot here this month. It has been raining. It's probably rained almost every day for the last 2 weeks straight. It has rained here. Crazy rain. And so that's the chapter. It's basically that, and then I've got them paired up with the two agents. The Space Force agent, and then there's an OSI agent who they have some kind of fun times, and it's a pretty lighthearted chapter. We see them kind of getting together, but then of course it ends on an ominous note, and that's how it ends. So that's the writing for today, and I did it throughout the day. It took me a couple of hours because, like I said, I had a lot to do this morning. So I got through like 400 words this morning, and then at lunch got another couple hundred words, and then I finally got back home around the afternoon, and I finished. But something on my mind right now is just internet shit in general. I go through these waves, and I think everybody does with social media, where you're just tired of the shit. Like, you're tired of the whole, the main reason I'm making videos like this and started documenting my process, because it's like, I'm a novelist. Even at my fastest speed to write an entire book, this year I've written 4 books. Basically one a month this year. It's June now. And it's still one a month. it's not fast. It's not, and then to get people to read the book, it's still not fast. So I don't want this to turn into much of a ranty video because I don't really like watching those. But you all know the deal. We all know the deal. Social media, it is what it is. It's become just this kind of necessary evil if you're trying to make stuff nowadays. It's become, that's the old Japanese lady saying, it's become this kind of necessary evil that you have to deal with it. You have to find a way to make it a part of your business, of what you're doing online. You can ignore it, but if you can ignore it, then you probably have the means to do, you have the resources to do it another way. You can just buy ads, or you can pay somebody to manage your social media feed, or if you can ignore it. But most of us cannot ignore it because that's where everybody is. That's where the potential customers, the potential readers, viewers, watchers, subscribers, they're all on social media. So you are forced, if you're making something, you're forced to go on there, and you're forced to give stuff away for free, because that's the game. Don't expect nobody to pay for anything. And this poor thing, poor dog lost. Too bad. Looking for the dog. Anyway, hope they find the dog. But you got to give something up to hopefully get subscribers, get buyers, get whatever, get what you want. And so this is something everybody goes through these days now. If you've got something that you're passionate about, that you want to share with the world, you want other people to find it, you got to play this game nowadays. And I started doing this thing last month, and I kind of fell off of it, but I'm trying to get back to it. Okay, this is the drink machine. Figure this out. What should I get? It's pretty hot today, so I'm gonna get Sequasa, when it's hot like this, middle of the summer, should put it back in you. But anyway, so yeah, it's something you got to figure out. You got to find out, like, what are you willing to give up so you can get something back? And I struggle with this every day. So as I was saying, last month I started doing, like, I'm gonna send DMs. I'm gonna send direct messages once a day, one person once a day, and I'm just gonna see. And some days it's easy because you go on your feed, and it's because the problem is you don't want to just send anybody a DM, right? You want to send somebody who is likely to resonate with your stuff. And that's not an easy task every day, to filter through the millions of people on there. And really your only choice is to go through the feed. You got to use the feed because these are people that are somewhat related to what you're putting out already. So you got to use the feed. And we all know how the feeds are on all these social media platforms. They range from rage-inducing to useless to just annoying to just, you don't even want to turn it on. And that's what happens to me. Like, I get on there and I go, okay, first person I see, they're gonna get the DM. And then you click on their profile, DMs ain't on. DMs is locked. Shit. Okay, I gotta go to the next person. And the next thing you know, you 10, 20 people deep in that mug. And it's half an hour later and you ain't done shit. You ain't sent one DM. You haven't written anything new. You are frustrated because you've been reading through all this bullshit that you don't want to read. And it's just, can I get an amen if you have experienced this? It is just so fucking frustrating that this is what you have to do. And I think back like 25, 30 years ago, because my mom, she did Amway. So selling products and doing things and fundraisers, those were part of my vocabulary early on, entrepreneurship, when I was a kid. And I can imagine, it probably wasn't as easy because you didn't have as many tools. But then again, because there wasn't as much an internet presence online, you had designated times where people just got together and they had what's she called functions, things like that, to where, okay, this is a function, everybody is there to buy and sell shit, so it's already kind of a target audience there, everybody's there. With social media, it's a mixed bag. Some people are there selling, some people aren't in the mood, most people don't give a shit, most people are not some are not in the mood, some people are, but you just can't find them, and it's just this game that you go back and forth with. So it's just so time consuming. I just hate how much time that it takes to do the whole thing, to not only write the novel, and then I've been really concentrating on craft the last month. I've been reading a lot of craft books, as in getting better as actual writer, because I've written a lot. I've been writing on my own for decades, and I put out a pretty good novel for my first novel with basically no formal writing training. Basically, it's all homegrown. But I want to actually get good. I like writing novels. I've tried to write short form stuff. I've experimented with a lot of short form shit this year. Microfiction, short stories. I've just finished Sinkhole, my novella, and it's fun. I do like the shorter stuff, and it feels good to get something out just fast, be done in a month from start to finish. But I feel like the novel is just where it's at for me. Like staying in the pocket of a story, really getting to know these characters, getting to know the world. And I feel like really it's more enriching for people who stick with novels. I know as somebody who likes novels and RPGs, like longer form media and stuff like that, I feel like it's just more rewarding than something that's shorter, something that's good, right? Not just something that's long to be long. And so I'm like, this is what I do. I write novels. But if you're gonna write novels, you gotta embrace the struggle, which I have. I know it's just gonna take me a couple of months, it's gonna take me a couple of weeks to get the shit done. Because to write a good novel, even, I don't care if you're using AI or whatever to help you sprint you along, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna take a while to write a good novel. So what am I supposed to do in the interim? How am I supposed to do the social media thing in the interim? Like, nobody's gonna read a half novel. So what I've been doing is posting. I hit the beach now. It's nice. Dogs out. So what I've been doing is I've been posting short videos like this. Well, this one's gonna be a little bit longer because I'm out walking. But I've been posting short videos. I've been posting like when I write, when I finish. I try and finish a whole draft chapter a day. So when I finish the draft chapter, I say I did this many words and here's what it's about. Take a screenshot and then just maybe build some hype. Hey, and it has been working. I feel like it has. More people know of my project. They know what I'm working on. They know what my story's called, and it's just rinse and repeat, and it's a lot of that repetition that you get, just because that's what it takes to actually sell something. You gotta repeat shit a lot. I learned that. So, but damn, does it sting every day to just, it's just the social media, and I try to keep it at a minimum. I try and just be like, okay, it's 5 minutes. I've tried to time myself, but this shit is just so well engineered to suck you in and just not let you go, that it's just so hard to get in and get out. And I feel like I do better than most because I'm pretty efficient on most days. Like, I'm good about, okay, I go in, I post, and I get the fuck out of there. But days like today, I ended up getting sucked into this 30-minute YouTube channel about this and nothing, and that just pisses me off the most. And I got nobody to be mad at but myself when that happens, when I get caught up. And you know what happens, you get caught up in a rabbit hole, you read something, watch something that just pulls on a little strand of curiosity, And then you click in, and then it's fucking 35, 40 minutes later in this book, and you ain't done nothing. You got nothing to show for it, and I can't stand that shit. That's the way it is. But anyway, that's a self-discipline thing, but it's definitely one of the hazards, I should say, of making social media a big part of your business, of your life, is just going on there and finding a way to make it usable. So anyway, like I said, this turned into a rant, whatever. I'm probably not even gonna post this on my YouTube. This is probably going straight to my behind the scenes. And this is one thing that has been fun recently that I've been trying to do, is I've been trying to challenge myself to do different formats of these little notes. So today I'm using my phone. Yesterday I did just a regular old webcam video at my desk. This was a nice excuse to get out of the house, get some fresh air, clear my head after getting sucked down another fucking YouTube hole. You know, just been spending so much time at the desk these last few months, and because I knew we're getting ready, we got a big move coming up, and so not gonna be able to work as much coming up this next month, which will kind of be good because it'll force me to get away and force me to take a break. Because yeah, moves are always like that, interruption. But yeah, I've just been going so hard this year with writing, and I'm very proud of my writing. Like, I know I have not just been spitting out volume. I've gotten better in my writing. I feel like it's better. My stories are better. My formatting, everything has gone up. Editing. I'm editing and basically rewriting all of my first novel right now to prepare to re-release it, because actually somebody wants it in a store here in Okinawa. They want to put it on a shelf. So my dumb ass was like, cool, I'll just rewrite it. And I think it was a testament to me because I knew that I could do better. Like, Cereus Limnic, the original, was really good, especially for a first-time novel. But just knowing how much I've grown as a writer, and I wanted to, when I reread it and going through it, you know, and there were other typos and things like that from the first, because, you know, it was the first novel. You're just trying to get it out. And I was like, nah, I want it to be, when people read this, my debut novel, I want it to be definitive. I want it to be just like with Hayden Brave. When I put it out, I was like, if I'm gonna write a fucking autobiography, military autobiography, it needs to be definitive. It needs to be the last word on this for me. I don't want to have to go back and change anything or rewrite it or add things, right? Maybe just go back and style it in the future. Somebody wants to buy the rights or something, you know, that might happen. But me personally, I want the shit to be as complete as possible. Which is, hearing myself say that is so interesting, because for most of my life, you know, I was telling myself, you know, remind myself, I used to be like the A-B student. I was so cool with that, and I am. I'm still definitely not a perfectionist. I'd rather push things out than have it perfect. But with this, when you know you can do better, especially when you know that I've been writing consistently for the last 5 years, you know, and then somebody wants it, it's like, well, okay, let me try again. So how long is this? 20 minutes? Okay. All right, I'm good. I'm officially hot out here, and it's not even as hot as it should be. The wind is blowing, it's nice, there's people out walking, people at the beach. But I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes. This little walk in my little neighborhood that I'm going to very much miss. But it's all love. I enjoyed it as much as possible while I was here. So thanks for watching. Take a look at keithhayden.net. Look forward to, if this is in some type of behind the scenes collection, I hope you're enjoying the finished story of Gates of Okinawa. I don't know what the finish is going to be yet, because I haven't finished it yet at this time, but if it's done by the time you watch this, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you find some of my other stuff that you like to read. Until next time.